Hello friend, welcome back. In this video, I want to discuss about that array and object destructuring. Better, I want to show you that things with the live example. Right now, I want to make it as a array, okay, array and object destructuring. Okay, and first of all I want to discuss about that object destructuring. So if you want to working with this, first of all I want to call one of the object. I just name it as a constant variable, okay, one of the constant variable, and into this constant I name one of the object as a user. Okay, whatever the name actually you choose. Right now I take one of the object. So into this object, first of all, I'm going to take one of the property. I name it as a Aryan. Okay, I name it as a Aryan. Great. And also I want to take another property as a age, and for the age I make it as a 40. And also if you want to add that into this same object, if you want to declare another object, then you can also declare it. Then what exactly you have to do? I just take another property as a address. And here I want to create another object into this same object, and into this area I take another two of this. One of the will be as a longitude, okay, longitude, another property, a longitude. Right now I make it as a this type of one of the longitude. Okay, I simply take it, and also I take another one as a latitude. So latitude will be our another value. I simply put another value, that will be our latitude value. Okay friend, I hope it's very much clear to you. Then that will be as a comma and then semicolon. Great. And now I want to declare one of the function. Okay, here I want to declare another function. I first of all load our function keyword, and here I name it as a greeting. Okay, greeting. Great. So into this greeting area, here I want to pass our object. So that is our object as a user object, right? So and now our function, and into this function area, if you want to display with the console log, there is a console log, and into this console log area, I have already discussed about that things with you friend. Then like I just take one of the back tag. Okay, I take that back tag, and now I name it as hello. Okay, hello, and then there is a name. Right, so if you want to access this object property name, then what exactly you have to do? For the first time, here you have to add that on the dollar sign, and then I want to access our property name. So if you want to access this property name, first of all you have to use that our object name and then our property name as a name. All right, so then that will be displayed as a property name. So I want to do, after that I want to use that as a and that will be as a age. So I make it as a age. Age will be what exactly you have to do? That is a dollar sign, and then the curly bracket, then the user, and our property name as a age. I simply load it. Okay, I hope it's very clear. Then from to the address. So if you want to use that property, into this property there is another property as a longitude and the latitude, right? So if you want to access it, what exactly you have to do? The same procedure, from and dollar sign, and then the curly bracket. First of all that will be the user, and after that user our property name as a address, right? So after that address, then our another one as a longitude or latitude. So I want to use it as a longitude. Okay, so I hope it very clear to you. There is our object, and then the property, and this property, another property as a longitude. So right now here, if you want to access it, you have to access it like that way. Okay, and also better I display that longitude. So if you want to display this longitude, that will be the same. There is a dollar sign, and after the dollar, that will be as a user. Sorry, that will be as a curly bracket as a user, and then the address. Into this address I have declared another one as a latitude, right? So now that should be display. Okay, I hope it's very clear to you. I have already discussed about that things a lot of the time, and here I want to run our this method. So if you want to run this method, that will be as a greeting, and into this greeting area here, that is our method, right? And into this method I pass on to object. So that is our object as a user object. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you go now click as a refresh, yeah, you can see it's now successfully display all the data. That is a hello, and then the Aryan is visible, and age is also visible, from, latitude, and then there is a longitude. Okay, that means right now you're able to access all the data. So now I want to destructuring our this object. Okay, here I have already discussed about that things with you. Here if you want to access this object, this property, now you can see we are using that user and the name. So if you want to destructuring this object, then what exactly you have to do? Simple work here. First of all, we have to take all that our property name here, like I just take on the constant variable, right? So that is a constant variable, and then I want to take all that our property name, like as a name is a property, age as a property, and that is our address, right? And also into this address area, I declare another object as a longitude and then latitude. So first of all, I'm going to take that name, that is our name, and then the age and also the address, right? So that is our all the property. And now I take all the things from our which object, so that is our user object, right? So now I'm going to take it. Okay, friend. So right now, when you take that things in here, right now we don't need to use it with the user and the name. Only we are able to use that direct name. So here I remove that user. I also remove this user, and also from here I remove this user. Okay, I remove it, and also I want to do and remove it from to this position. So now every thing will be just like that same. If you now click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, you can see our result is that just like that same. And here also another object as a address, and into this address there is another two of this property as a longitude and the latitude. So now I want to take another one. Better I copy it and paste it. There is a constant variable here. Our property name, I want to change it as a longitude, right? So that is longitude and then latitude. I simply take both of this in here, and this our object name will be as a address, right? Perfect. So right now here when you take it, right now we don't need to use that address. Okay, so directly you can access that longitude. I remove it. I make this code very small. I hope you like it very much. You can see here I simply remove all that our addresses and then user. I take both of this in here. Now if you click as a save all, now if you go click as a refresh, our structure and our data is just like that same before. I hope, friend, it's very much clear to you how can destructure your object. So that is the simple process you have to follow. And also there is another one as a array destructuring. If you want to do that work, then you have to do like before I take one of the variable as a late. So there is a late variable, and here before I name one of the variable name as a numbers or something like that, right? And then we pass all that our array data as a 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So if you want to destructuring this array here, if you want to pass a specific some of the array value data in here, then you can also destructure it in here. So then you have to use that square bracket, and then I name it as A, and then B, and then C, and then D. That means right now for the A value is the 1, for the B value is the 2, for the C value is the 3, and then for the D value will be as a 4. Okay, I show you like if you now print it with the console log. Okay, with the console log I simply print our all that value as a and then B and C and then D. Okay, now every value will be that means for our A that will be as a 1. Now that should be printed. Now if we click as a save all, now go there, click as a refresh, you can see there is a 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Perfect. So here we destructuring our array. Okay, so in the next video I want to discuss about another ESS feature as a set. Okay, how can working with this, I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.